everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie Riley and I am an instructional technology coach. I make learning how to use technology easy and fun so that way teachers can get comfortable using technology in their classroom and they can also use it to help their students reach their learning goals. For today's video, we are actually going to be hearing from one of our fellow teachers, Mrs. Brittany McCulloch from Crockett, on how she uses a wonderful and one of my favorite tech tools called Flipgrid. And she was going to tell you all about how she uses it in her class with her students and how that has really impacted the way that she teaches band. So let's jump right on into it. Alright everybody, I'm here with my new favorite teacher, Mrs. Brittany McCulloch. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and how she uses Flipgrid in her classroom. I know I just met her, but after talking with her a few times, I know she's a marvelous teacher and I can't wait to get to know her a little bit better. So my first question for you, Mrs. McCulloch, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm 30 years old. This is my first year teaching in Pecos. I've been a band director for 8 years and moved here from Eden, Texas, where I grew up. I'm the oldest of 3 girls. I have 2 younger siblings. One's at college at Texas Tech and the other at Texas A&M in graduate school. And I have 2 cats named Siri and Alexa.
Oh, that's so awesome. I have a cat too. What made you decide to become a teacher?
I've always wanted to teach. I don't know, maybe I got to help a lot of my peers in high school a lot. It was just something that came naturally to me. And I was actually going to be a drama teacher and family consumer science. And then I went in for my music audition for getting my minor in music. And they asked me why I wasn't a major and I didn't have a good answer. So I decided to become a band director.
Oh, that's awesome. And music is so fun. I tried to learn how to play the guitar at least 3 times, but I never consistently practiced. But I still love music very much. Now, how do you use technology in your classroom?
Most of our band assignments are used via Google Classroom. We use a Google Slide every day to project our agenda for all the kids and do a lot of rhythmic dictation over the overhead so kids can make sure that they're doing it correctly in their books, because it's not helpful if they're doing it incorrectly. We also use that to display exemplars for our kids of good performances and what things should be looking like. They also do all of their playing assignments at home via their Chromebooks. That way we don't waste any instructional time listening to each kid play every single day.
Wow, so it sounds like the way that you're using technology is really like helping them get more out of your instructions.
Yes.
Since they can do that at home and then come to class prepared and get to do more activities with you. So yeah.
Especially at the beginner level, they are learning a new language. And just like if you were learning English, it wouldn't be helpful if you were just doing it at school. So it's very important that they are doing it at home as well, because they are learning to converse in a new language.
Yeah, and you definitely need that extra practice wherever you can get it. So you told me that you have been utilizing Flipgrid to help with your technology use and your student engagement. So tell us a little bit about how you are using Flipgrid.
All of our students' playing assignments are submitted on Flipgrid. That way each director can listen to each student play individually on a weekly basis at least. Additionally, we use that to occasionally make videos for recruitment purposes or to talk to other students. We will actually select a prompt for those kids and put them together in a mixtape, and it kind of makes a playlist of sorts for other students to be able to watch and interact with students that interest them.
Wow, that's really awesome. So that sounds like that's actually helping you out more since you can listen to each
Yes.
student.
Yeah, it allows me to multitask. I can listen to each student while working on other things and then refer to a video if I hear something problematic and need to watch something. A lot of it is just listening, but sometimes if I hear a problem, I can look over to the video and diagnose what's going on and give that individual feedback to a kid.
And so how does that help your students learn? Does it help more with practice, engagement, just efficiency? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
It's definitely efficiency, but direct feedback to kids helps a lot. Especially we're talking about 11-year-olds here. Their ears aren't developed to always hear mistakes. And so they could be playing a scale incorrectly in class all the time. And you may not catch it, but when you hear them play by themselves, you can identify exactly what they're doing wrong and tell them, hey, play this for me again with this note because you play it incorrectly in your video.
Wow. So it sounds like without the use of this, it might be like a little bit harder for them to
For sure. The old school way is to just go down the row and listen to every single kid. And I really try to get away from that. Not that I don't ever listen to kids individually in class, but I get rid of that because some kids, that is destructive and will cause them to leave the program. If you ask them to play in front of their peers, they will quit. Especially because we don't have a independent elementary music program where they're doing like a choir in elementary, so they're not singing in front of each other as often as a young age. So we're asking a kid who has never done anything musically individually in front of a large group of people to then play by themselves. So this allows those children to still play individually and get individual customized feedback without being scared of playing in front of their peers.
Yeah, and that sounds really important. I was in choir in high school, and I love to sing. Yeah. But we had a solo that the teacher had us audition for, and so she had certain students in her class that were in like an extracurricular jazz choir, and they would sing, and she kind of knew their voices, but I was so scared, and I did not sing it correctly the first time, and I was so I would have definitely feel like me as a student would have benefited from the use of something like Flipgrid, in addition to the fact that you're already listening to them in class, so you just are able to give them that feedback and are able to get that extra help in there by using Flipgrid.
It's easy to hide in a group, and so it's very important that you get to hear each kid by themselves.
Yeah, well that's amazing. I'm so glad that you shared that with us. And my very last question for you is, do you have any advice for other teachers regarding the use of technology in their class?
Just try it. Something small the first time. For example, if Flipgrid interests you, especially like my elementary teachers, they love Flipgrid. When I was teaching at another district, I had players playing recorders in 4th grade. And those students submitted videos on their own playing the recorders at their house. It's very user-friendly. Young kids can operate it. And just try something once, and it doesn't always have to be academic the first time. I mean, make them make a video the first week of school telling you about their pet or something. And just get them familiar. And I would also say pick a couple platforms you want to use. Don't try to do everything all at once. Just pick a couple, because the kids have a lot going on, and pick one and roll with it.
That is really good advice. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this video and just sharing what some of the awesome things you're doing in your classroom is with all the other teachers at the school district.
Awesome, no problem.
And if you would like to learn more about Flipgrid, don't worry, I'm going to make a video just about how you can get started using Flipgrid in your class. It's even really fun to use in professional development. So there will be a video all about how to get started with Flipgrid. And also, if you have any ideas for future videos, please reach out to me and let me know. I really want to try to start putting out more videos, and I even want to make better videos for you all, so that way it'll be easy and fun to learn more about technology. Go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss any future videos, and I even have more videos up here on the screen. Click on those and watch them. Learn something new today. Fun to do on your conference, fun to do when you're waiting in line for coffee or anytime. Definitely reach out to me with any questions, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.